A mother kisses her son and he does like this. He is rejecting, he did not want that affection. So if you're thinking that it's just normal, kids do it like that, it's not random. So I was watching this video by Shivani ji and I totally agree with whatever she has said, but I would like to add something to it. So the first thing she says is ask for the preference of boy or girl. You do not want a particular gender. How will we manage the expenses? We are not yet ready. All the negative thoughts. This one thought that I do not want a girl or a boy, that itself makes the child feel rejected and needing acceptance throughout his or her life. This is not even about wanting a boy or a girl. This is about what were the thoughts in the mind of the parent. Now, for 30 years or more, you keep telling that child, I love you the most. But the damage has already been done. It was stuck. That one memory was stuck inside his or her head. I'm not loved. I have been rejected. That is why no matter what child you are looking at, everybody has some wound. Where is it coming from? From childhood. Now, that one thought would stay with him or her, especially with her, because this has been a thought in families that we want an heir to the family, so we want a boy. So the women are chasing acceptance, they feel rejected. It takes years through affirmations, through self love, to just make that woman feel that she is loved. This happens even before the birth of that child. Now, Shivaniji says that think positively. Even if everything is going wrong, think positively. Yes, definitely think positive. But what about the feelings of that woman? She's trying to think happy thoughts, happy thoughts. I'm so happy this is happening. But inside, if she's feeling lonely, if she feels unsupported, that baby is feeling all of those emotions. Whatever she feels, the baby will feel. No matter who is watching this video, think about this. Do you really want to do that to your own generation? Even if unknowingly, that is what is going in all the generations. They do not feel emotionally supported. It is such a basic thing to ask a woman in your house, what do you need? To make her feel supported. I am here for you. That basic line, I am here for you, whatever you need. That will transform all those negative emotions. They can shift instantly their energy, they can feel positive. That one thing you said makes her day. And similarly, that one thing you said, what kind of food this is, why are you always so dramatic, those negative thoughts, feeling rejection, abandonment, and then you ask the next generation to be better. Of course, they will be better, but that takes a lot of work. Why not make it a little bit easier for them? That womb is so sacred. You want abundance, and yet the Devi in your home does not feel abundant in love, basic necessities. Now, the next generation still feels like they have to earn the trust of their parents, the entire family. They feel rejected. Where is it coming from? The women in your family did not feel supported. We as women just want these simple lines, such simplicity in these words. I am here for you, I will support you, by their partners. And that is enough for her to have the strength to feel powerful and give that power to her child. And to the mothers, this is my heartfelt message. It is not selfish to take care of yourself. Do not let anybody tell you that you are a mother, you should first think of the child. The child is learning from you. Are you capable of loving yourself, especially your daughter? Your daughter is learning from you. I understand that mothers do it out of unconditional love. But your fight is not with me, by the way. Think about this. Your mother was told by all the previous generations, our ancestors, why are you not taking care of the child? That woman, that woman who took care of me for 9 months, who took care of you for 9 months, suddenly when you are born, all of that attention shifts and comes back to you, to me. I really admire and respect the families where women are loved, given complete attention even when they have given birth to the heir of their family, to the grandchild of the family. They deserve equal love. Love does not always mean that you have to sacrifice everything. I understand unconditional love, but there is something called time for yourself, self love. Do not forget that. Your child will appreciate you for loving yourself as well. So that I love myself, and out of that overflow, I love you in every moment, no matter if you are a boy or a girl, no matter the financial condition, no matter how capable I am, I will always love you. I will always accept you. No matter if you can achieve or not, I just want that you keep learning, that you keep growing, and you are not somewhere stuck trying to identify who you truly are. You are living a life where you are satisfied, you are content with what you are doing. There is ambition, but it is self led, not forced by the society. And because of that, I just saw 333. So, meant for you. Every woman should have this feeling before becoming a mother. I will love you just like I love myself. And how much you love yourself should be completely unconditional, no matter your mistakes. That is what you are teaching your child. This is what I have always wanted to share with my audience because I understand you as a woman, what you go through. I feel it. And no matter who says anything to me that you are young, you are unmarried, you don't have as much responsibilities, so you have not experienced it yet. No matter the responsibility, but this is my responsibility towards myself and to all the women out there. It is your responsibility to feel love within yourself. So I have even started this course, Sacred Beauty Ritual, where through beauty, through makeup, you learn to love yourself unconditionally. So I've combined both makeup and spirituality. The transformation I felt after learning through all of this and bringing this course into reality, this is how I felt. Look at my face. So the shift is the radiance that was within me is now shining outward. I mean, of course, I have makeup on, but it is ritualistic. The choice of that lipstick, the choice of that liner, the choice of my base, it's so light you would think that this is my skin. But yeah, makeup can be healing. That brings that radiant self outside. And you can feel it when you look into my eyes, when you listen to my voice, when you look in this video. You can feel it. And I want the same for you. And if you feel called to join this course, I'm mentioning my mail here. You can contact me and I will send you the details about the course. Regardless of who you are, a mother or a daughter, or whatever responsibilities you have a responsibility towards yourself. So, through makeup, through spirituality, we will learn again that beauty you have been craving, always comparing yourself with others. That beauty that you craved will come from here. Let your inner beauty shine. If you like my content, which I really hope you do subscribe and do like and do share it with your family. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.